heated seats, touchscreen satellite navigation, climate control, a panoramic roof, full leather upholstery. The list goes on and on in this fully loaded 2014 Volkswagen Touareg. Plus, with just one previous owner and only 27,000 miles on the clock, this particular example that Rix Motors currently have in stock is in flawless condition. The car shares a similar chassis to cars like the Audi Q7 and Porsche Cayenne, which means it's an absolute beast, standing at 5.5 foot tall and just over 6 foot wide. Don't let that scare you though, because the integrated front and rear parking sensors make parking quick and easy. It comes in the stunning pure white colour with black accents that accentuate the car's shape and add a sporty touch. The Golf GTI is one of, if not the most popular hatchback around today, and arguably because of its smart design elements, much of which this Touareg shares, like these sharp front vents for example. In terms of the interior, those lovely features we mentioned earlier are laid out perfectly for driver functionality. The large touchscreen monitor that dominates the center console, for example, sticks out from the dash a little bit and is angled slightly, making it much easier for the driver and the front passenger to operate the car's infotainment system. If you've driven Volkswagens in the past, then you'll know that the quality of their interiors is consistently top-notch, and this Touareg is no exception. With it being the flagship Volkswagen SUV, the materials inside feel sleek and soft as opposed to rugged and cheap, and the buttons all feel sturdy. Operating the infotainment system couldn't be simpler, and even the touchscreen sensitivity is ideal. With regard to practicality, this SUV has no issues. The 580 litre boot provides ample room, and you can always fold the rear seats down if that's not enough, to open up a further 1062 litres worth of space. Cabin storage is also decent, with front and rear cup holders and massive door cubby holes. In terms of passenger space, as you'd expect from a car of this size, even the tallest among us will have no issues getting in and out of either the front or back. As you can see here, neither head or leg room is restrictive, so it's good looking, designed well and practical. But what's the Touareg like to drive?
Well, this isn't your standard Touareg. This is the R-Line, which is effectively Volkswagen's version of BMW's M Sport, Audi's S or RS, and Mercedes' AMG, which means in short it's damn quick. This particular example has a 3 litre diesel engine which gets from 0 to 60 in around 7.5 seconds, and is able to achieve up to almost 40 miles per gallon combined, which is actually very economical for a 3 litre diesel SUV. The combination of the smooth automatic gearbox and the all-wheel drive is great, and obviously being an SUV, this car was built with off-roading in mind as well. There is a little switch down here you can change between on and off-roading, and it shifts up the suspension accordingly. But when you've got it in this kind of comfortable mode, I'm going to say, it is generally just a really comfortable car. Long journeys in these seats would be absolutely fine. They are in a good position. They're a little bit upright, but obviously you can adjust that. And yeah, they're very soft, full black leather. They look good as well. Plus they've got heated option as well, so you can just stick that on longer journeys and you'll be laughing. Dealing with the power that this car has can also be quite fun because it's semi-automatic. So it has paddle shifters just behind the steering wheel, as well as a gear option with the gear stick, allowing you to basically quick shift up and down. And you know what, despite the fact that it is a 3 litre diesel, which you may not think would be, you know, the most exciting thing in the world, you can still have a fair bit of fun. And you know, if you put your foot down, it does take off quite quickly. But even still, I think this car's main focus is just to provide a comfortable, steady and, you know, safe ride. It's a big car. You feel like you're in control. You have road presence similar to the feeling that you'd have in a Range Rover. As I say, it is massive. You know, you pull up at the lights like a king looking down on all your subjects kind of thing in the cars next to you. So that's a really nice feeling as well. The passenger seats all have ISOFIX systems, which I may have mentioned earlier, but essentially that just means that you can easily strap in your child seats, and your kids, you know, they'll be safe and comfortable as well back there. There's loads of room. So yeah, I mean, all in all, this car it's pretty quick when you need it to be. Really comfortable, incredibly practical, massive boot, and if you put the seats down, you'll have more room than you ever need. So that's kind of where this car's main focus is. That's where it shines. It's a great daily family car, you know, if you've got less than 5 people in your family. Not to mention the list of features in this example is absolutely fantastic. You've seen most of them already. Cruise control, heated seats, sat nav on this massive, clear, vibrant touchscreen monitor that dominates the dash. There is just a whole host of features, more than you'd ever need, and everything that you'd want, more importantly. And you can get it all for as little as £125 per week. Nationwide delivery is also available, just in case you're nowhere near Warrington, so you can call up and buy from the comfort of your own home. You can buy with confidence, knowing that Rix is a small, independent, family-run business who just really try to look after their customers, give them, you know, a really satisfactory experience. So for more details on this Touareg that's only had one previous owner and which is honestly spotless inside, get in touch today. I'll leave the link to Rix's website in the description. Feel free to give them a call. Don't forget to follow Rix Motors on social media, and if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe as well. I do hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.